Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another Pokemon Cards Mail Day. So what you see in front of you are 3 stacks of Pokemon cards that came in through the mail over the last 2 weeks. On the right side here we have a stack of Pokemon cards that is already listed online. We have the reserve inventory that will be listed once something of this has sold, and we have our personal collection pickups of the last 2 weeks. Besides these 3 stacks of cards, I have a lot of other stuff to talk to you about today, so it will be maybe a little bit of a longer video, but stay tuned because I have something really cool to show you right now already. So I hope it will fit on the screen, but what you see in front of you is the sealed Yokohoma World Championships 2023 sealed deck display that I picked up. I was very happy about it. There was not a lot available on the European card market of these products. As you might have seen in my previous videos, one of my previous videos, I opened up the Sebastian Leshmet team deck from the World Championships in London of 2022. And in order to recoup some of the money that I invested in this new sealed team deck display, I decided to sell off some of the single cards that came from the Sebastian Leshmet deck. Now I'm really excited about this item. It cost me about 160 bucks including shipping. Really nice. I believe there is a Tord Radcliffe deck in here, one of my favorite players besides Andrés Kubal. You don't hear a lot about Andrés Kubal anymore these days, do we? But anyways, in the opening video of that 2022 World Championships deck, I talked about what I wanted to get for the single cards that I hope to get out of it by selling them. And the total amount estimated was $40, and so far I got about $13 back, which was more than I paid for it, so that's a really great sign. I paid only 80 bucks for the first World Championships sealed deck display of 2022. Then I paid 160 for the Yokohama one of Japan at 2023. And so far we got $13 back, and I can put that towards the new sealed deck display. So I can now finally put it aside. The sealed team deck display was standing here on my desk for about 1 week, maybe 1.5 weeks. In my previous Pokemon Card Mail Day you could have seen that we purchased a lot more sealed products over the last 2 weeks. So I'm glad it is now in the spring. We are in April, the end of April, and I want to do a bit of a spring cleaning. Make sure the office here, the studio, is nice and cozy again, ready for the next, well, chaotic and hectic period that is coming up after the summer, I expect, with the 30th anniversary, etc. So I'm doing a lot of cleaning, a lot of organizing as well. Now let's continue with the Pokemon Card Mail Day, and I already pre-recorded some footage of me showing you the bulk that I finally managed to finish up with listing and sorting and everything in between. Maybe the next one will be a little bit more spectacular even. And let's start with me showing you those really cool cards that are already listed online. So you can see a lot of trainer galleries recently picked up. A lot of times you see a sticker on there. The green sticker means a little bit of whitening. And as I have complained about so many times in the past, these cards were all purchased near mint, but people have another idea of what is near mint compared to what I think is near mint. So you will see some have a little bit of scratching on the foil surface and other ones have a little bit of whitening. That is for me a little bit too much to call it near mint still. And what you get is that I purchased near mint cards, but they are in my opinion truly excellent condition cards. Although they look really nice, they have whitening, and even if it is manufactured whitening, it is still not allowed in my opinion to list them as near mint. So on the trainer galleries I did get a little bit of discount due to there being of the 12 cards 9 damaged in my opinion, so not near mint at least. And now we have listed them, as do we with this Entei GX. It is also a little bit damaged and I purchased it near mint, but it is from Shining Legends. This is truly a little bit older card and it is truly great, folks. If I had not collected 4 trainers, I had put this one in my personal collection definitely. We have some promo cards here with the Dialga EX. We have some illustration rares and art rares. Rocket Spidops, Skarmory, the Danny trainer gallery as well, the Clara promo. I thought this one is really cool still, and I'm purchasing a lot of them sealed. But the reason for me doing a little bit of a summer or spring cleanup right now is that the sales volume has gone down drastically compared to last month, and especially the last few months during January, February and March. In April it started to go down suddenly so fast, except for the Ascended Heroes Pokemon cards that I have. Those are surprisingly selling really well. We have a Darkrai here with the new Abyss Eye set confirmed, and we have already seen pictures of the Mega Darkrai EX. Really excited about that. Here we have a really cool Ariados. I hope it is clearly visible on the screen. Great looking card on the front. If we turn the card around, you can see definitely a lot of whitening, so goes for the alchemy. So these are all looking really nice on the front, but the grading unfortunately not goes only for the front. You need to have the back side of the card really nice as well, right, to call it near mint. So then we picked up one of those Mega Starter Deck 100s, the Pikachu non-foil. So a really great card. I purchased a couple of them. And that's also the problem. I purchased a lot of duplicate cards lately because these cards are selling really well for me. And as we move over to the next stack of cards, I can tell you about that purchasing duplicate cards is really nice. A lot of people have interest in these cards, but at one point the market, and especially the market that you are servicing rather, if you have return customers and you have all the time the same cards up for sale, it will get a little bit saturated. So I think that is part of the point why the sales are down a little bit as well. I purchased these relatively cheap. I am selling them relatively cheap at the moment, but everybody that purchases cards from me, the old customers and the returning customers, already have these cards right now. So I'm sitting with a lot of duplicates waiting for new purchasers, new buyers. And on the other hand, I am making sure that the cards that I am sitting on for a bit longer time, I don't really care about sitting on them because I'm really happy to have them in my collection if they don't sell. Now another part of what is going on and why I think the sales are a little bit down, the Yokohoma sealed team deck display was about 160 bucks. I purchased a couple of other boxes worth 160 bucks a piece as well. Then I purchased some boxes worth 60 bucks a piece. I purchased the Ascended Heroes ETB. I took a lot out of the single cards selling. Out of the rotation, I took a lot of money to invest in the sealed products to set aside for later on, like in 5 years. So not having 600 bucks, 700 bucks to put back into single cards of which I'm going to sell a part of, well, that takes a toll and it leaves a gap open. So that's another reason why I think the selling is going less well at the moment. It's a bit more silent on the market. You can also see, to be honest, the product prices stagnating, going sideways right now if you see a graph. So it's not only about the processes from my side, but there are also some external things that you cannot influence really. But I think both sides have something to do with sales going down a little bit. So and then we move into the last segment of today's video. We have my personal collection pickups of the last 2 weeks, or basically the last week, because it is an entirely different stack than what I picked up last week. We have some trainer galleries, the Eries, some 151 artworks that are surprisingly rising fast in price. I couldn't believe my eyes. And you can't see them being offered so much anymore. So we have a really cool Charizard. We have some more of those Pokemon Day stamped Pikachus. I finally managed to get the Cosmos Foil Super Premium Collection Charizard box, Cosmos Foil Charmander. We have the Cosmos Foil Kingdra, a really cool card. Temporal Forces Cosmos Foil Pikachu. There are a lot of variants of this card and I like to collect all the variants. So we have the reverse foil, the regular one, the Cosmos Foil and the Pokemon Day stamped one, and maybe another one even. Moving into the Lieutenant Surge Bargain, and I finally got some more of the artwares that I really wanted to collect. So we have the Sprigatito going up in price really quickly, and the Growlithe as well. And one more sealed Eevee Pokemon Day stamped from my collection, so it looks like it has a crease, but that's just a seal because I have it in this card saver. So I didn't really feel like making a video today. I've been really busy. Like I said last week also, I'm a little bit tired. Busy days, long nights, and all the energy that I have left I'm spending on these videos. So I pre-recorded some footage of me showing that I was finished with the bulk sorting and listing, and let's play that right now. I think that's not everybody's favorite part, so if you don't watch that, thank you everybody for watching. Hope to see you all back next week. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. It was a really sunny day over here. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you have fun on the next part of the video. Hello guys, what is up? I'm currently in the last step of the process of listing 6000 Ascended Heroes bulk cards. There was so many that for the near mint cards I even had to get some ETBs, because not everything fits in the box. And then we have the excellent condition cards over here. If we move over to the desk really quickly, you can see all the reverse hollows of mainly Ascended Heroes that I've gathered so far and well, basically listed and condition checked. And then a little part 2 of how my desk is looking at the moment, what it looks like, so we get a close-up later on as well. Let me put the camera in its holder, so yeah. This was a nice little project that I have been working on for a couple of weeks right now. And the last step in the process, what I'm doing, these are all excellent conditioned reversed hollow cards. I already pre-sorted them on condition, so we have near mint and excellent, and this pile contains the excellent condition cards. And you can see this one is Phantasmal Flames, Stellar Crown, another one of Stellar Crown, etc. Stellar Crown. And now I'm just trying to filter out the Ascended Heroes cards, because there is a large demand for Ascended Heroes reversed hollows. Despite the condition, if you are fair and honest about stating the condition of the cards, everybody would be still happy with purchasing excellent condition cards. So you can see it obviously immediately at the set symbol, but also the reverse hollows of Ascended Heroes have a very specific pattern. For example, you have the energy reverse foil pattern and you have the Pokeball reverse foil pattern. And yes, I will sleeve all these cards up right after I am finished with sorting them. So Phantasmal, 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 etc. Here we start to see some more of these reverses of Ascended Heroes. And I know not a lot of people particularly like this kind of content, and today's Pokemon Card Mail Day was a little bit shorter. So I decided, okay, let me add this at the end of the Pokemon Card Mail Day, so that I can still show it to you, because I'm really proud of it. I put a lot of work in it. And above all, I'm very curious to see the result of if it is possible to make some profit or at least sell some cards of this kind of bulk. And I know I have been selling already hundreds of reverse hollows of Ascended Heroes, so when you see the reward and the result of the work, that is really nice. And sometimes in this bulk from my buddy I encounter some really cool cards. He opened up, for example, some Prismatic Evolutions. We have the Pokeball Fluttermane here. And in another pile that I already condition checked as near mint, so these will be sleeved up right after recording the video, I found a Master Ball of the Pinsir and a Binding Mochi Pokeball as well. So I found out he brought me the last stack of cards a few days ago, and I found out he also opened some Perfect Order already, so that was pretty cool to see as well. And there we have the Forest Seal Stone. It was very expensive during the Sword and Shield and the Silver Tempest meta. This regular holo card was going for up to about $7 at one point. I purchased the sold a lot around $4. That was before it was kept going up. And now there are only 30 cents to 50 cents or to whatever it is worth to someone. But it doesn't see any play anymore. The card has been rotated out for a while now, the F block, as you can see. So that was just a quick segment over here, guys. Thanks for watching this part of the video as well, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Have a great weekend or a great day. Oh guys, and before I forget, this is how I determine the condition. You look at the left side of the card from the back side of the card. Then you go to the lower border of the card as well. You're going to check if there's any whitening. Well, as you can see, this card has a bit of whitening. If you can't wipe it off, so you will be able to see it very clearly right here in the middle of the screen. And I have the light almost on top of the cards right here. I can move it around a little bit, but this works for me the best, except there is now a camera in between me and the card. But yeah, this is for me considered to be excellent condition. It is not one dot of whitening. It is like a section of the card is covered in whitening. And this is how it comes from the factory, right? But I have noticed that almost all the right borders are clean. There is not a lot of time whitening on top of the card. It is always this side of the card and then sometimes the lower border of the card as well that has whitening. And it is about 70 to 75% near mint rate, judging from only this whitening on the back of the card, and sometimes you see a scratch. Well, I put it in excellent condition as well. But most cards look fine. If I'm going to show you the ones that I consider to be excellent, you will see a clear pattern in there as well. Hang on. So this was the card that we just took a look at with the whitening. This one is a little bit less, but it has the same whitening. This one has some whitening on the bottom of the card and perhaps some on the side as well, but mostly it is the side. Yeah, here as well. Look, that is just the cutting from the factory. And this one is a little bit worse than the other ones, but it is tough to show on camera, but there you can see it. Let me see if I have an example that is particularly bad. Maybe this one. If you look at the card like this, you can keep the card like this and it is still whitening on the left border of the card. And then some cards are even a rougher cut, as you can see, like this one. This one has a lot of scratches here on the similar side of the card, the left border. So that is all considered excellent condition to me, and it is always on the left side of the card from the back side of the card. And that is how I do the quick pre-condition check before I'm going to sleeve all the cards and then list all the cards. Obviously I take a quick look at the front as well, and I have to filter out all the Ascended Heroes reverse hollow, so I definitely already do take a look at the front too, but this way you avoid complications, you avoid complaints rather, and yeah, I'm very happy with it and it works for me at the moment. So thanks yet again for watching. I'll catch you all on the next one.